Hello, my name is Dejanay Jones, a sophomore here at Tuskegee University, and today I'll be discussing California rent control policy. You're living in Los Angeles, California, one of the biggest cities in the country. Well, this isn't just your city, this is my city as well. And currently they're building an NFL stadium smack dead in Inglewood, California. This is also considered Los Angeles, California. However, tenants that live in this area who do not own their homes and rent them are subject to expect an increase in value. Forcing residents of many years to move out of their homes and relocate themselves due to not being able to keep up with the financial stability of a constant increase in this area. Los Angeles is not considered to be under California's rent control policy. This is a major city with many people in its population. Being a resident of Los Angeles, California for many years, I share the frustration of the citizens not being able to keep up with the financial stabilities. In researching this speech, I have found that of the 31 neighborhoods around the nation's pro football stadiums, nearly 2/3 have higher housing values, on average, than houses in non-stadium neighborhoods. This is according to David Weiner, author of the Trulier's blog article, Field Position, Does an NFL Stadium Boost Your Home Value? California policy states, under California law, there is currently no maximum limit for rent increases. As of January 1st, 2001, a landlord must give the tenant at least 30 days advance notice if the rent increase is 10% or less of the rent charged at any time during the 12 months before the rent increase takes effect. This policy can be of disturbance to many communities, which in this speech I have specified Los Angeles, California. With there being no maximum limit for landlords to raise the price, there could be a criteria that is not met by the landlord that is made up by the tenant, and the price, there's no law to say that it can come down or not. This is a problem. Meaning, if a home or apartment is not up to par, the tenants have no legal background to help them on proving the landlord being wrong for moving the price up to whichever price they feel is appropriate for this place. This policy also raises conflict because the certain areas not under California's rent control consist of tenants who are expected to keep their rent paid on time. With some not being able to keep up financially with whatever increase the landlord decides, it forces people to relocate themselves and in a timely manner of whenever notified of the increase. This is simply unfair. Acacia Robinson, a current resident of Los Angeles, California, specifically the Inglewood area, where the new Rams Stadium is currently under construction, sat down with me in an interview and shared with me that her landlord just recently notified her family that when the stadium is of completion, their rent will increase of 3%, being that the building is not under California rent control. With these issues arising, I oppose that there be a full coverage of buildings that fall under the category of having rent control. I plan to have the government assign city headquarters which will implement rent control in each city, protecting tenants and their homes for situations such as a brand new NFL stadium being built. The benefits you as a community will receive from this plan will be an organized living situation that doesn't stress its tenants on consistent increases of rent. A model of your future benefits, if following through with my plan, will reflect on Quebec, Canada's. There is a prescribed amount of rent increase, but the parties are free to accept it or not. If one of the parties feels that the increase is too much or too little, the tenant can then speak to their landlord, and the landlord can work with the tenant on which price is working for them, meaning that the rental price can be adjusted. If we too as a community set these exact same rules in stone for the city of Los Angeles, it will be beneficial to all. My opponents may say, rent control, especially when left in effect an extended period over time, can lead to a sharp reduction in profit, and in some cases, even a loss for rental price. This is from the Housing Rights Center. Over time, this can lead to a situation where the investor's income is below the cost associated with owning the rental property. This is from writer Samantha. However, research has actually shown that the problems of rent control could be avoided if it is first implemented so that its marketing restraints effects are modest. Second, it helps to diffuse public protests about high rents. And lastly, it assists citizens by providing a guaranteed framework for contracts. This is from Christian Cruz Prince. Throughout this speech, I have broke down to you the policy withstanding at the moment, appointed the issue of this policy, and have presented to you the change, which in this case is tenants having an availability of speaking with their landlord when rental prices is increased and it is then lowered to their standards of a comfortable living situation. In order to make this change for a more structure-based policy on California's rent control, I need your help. I would like to encourage each of you to go to www.switchmypolicy.com to help me put this change into action. The government will only help me help you if you help me help you. Thank you.